Good day, everyone. My name is Shuna. I'm so glad that someone took the time to give you this informative video that they thought enough of you to um, want you to really know. So our goal is to inform you and women all over the globe how to prevent cramps, bloating, heavy bleeding, UTIs, blood clots, fibroids, certain cancers, bacterial infections, and a few other nasty things that come from certain pads and tampons. So we want you to know that it doesn't have to hurt to be a woman. Okay. So did you know that cramps, bloating, heavy bleeding, bacterial infections, UTI, and some of those other things we mentioned before, that they were caused by the sanitary napkins and the pads, the tampons that you've been using consistently, even right now, every month? Well, I'm sure you didn't. So our goal is to spread the truth about how our women have been at risk using certain pads and tampons sold in our local stores today, and share with you how you can overcome some of these things. That sounds great, doesn't it? So you wonder how we're going to do that? Well, before I go any further, I want to just explain a few things, like tampons and pads with odor neutralizers and other artificial fragrances are nothing short of a chemical soup laced with artificial colors, polyester, adhesive, polyethylene, polypropylene, and propylene glycol contaminants. You're probably like, what is she talking about? Yeah, I know. Those are linked to hormone disruption, cancer, birth defects, dryness, and infertility. One doctor's claim is when chemicals come in contact with your skin, they are absorbed straight into your bloodstream without filtering of any kind, okay? Going directly to your delicate organs. Feminine hygiene products such as our tampons and pads are not never associated with potential toxic ingredients, so including genetically modified organisms and pesticides. And manufacturers don't have to give you the ingredients that they use in the making of a tampon or pad. So one conventional sanitary pad contains the equivalent of about 4 plastic bags. So a number of plasticizing chemicals have been linked to endocrine disruption and disease processes associated with heart disease and cancer. Conventional tampons and pads may also contain dioxins, synthetic fibers, and petrochemical additives within them. Okay. So tampons can react with bacteria in your body to create the ideal environment for bacteria to flourish, triggering potential fatal toxic shock syndrome. Everybody's heard about the toxic shock syndrome. I can't even say it right, it's so bad. But there's hope. Thank God. So we want to introduce you to our Vibrance premium pads. Our pads are layered with 8 layers of protection and comfort. They're powered by our ion infrared magnetic strip. Now, there's some other people out there that claim to have all the properties, but they have the strip, but it's just a little bit of the ion properties within the strip. And we're going to do a different video to show you the difference in those two. That's coming up. Stay tuned for that. So, some of the benefits of our Vibrance Premium Pad is preventing those cramps, bloating, diseases, infections caused by the conventional pads and tampons. There are other products out there, like I said, but they don't have the real deal properties. So what I have here, I have a conventional pad that we buy in the store, and then I have our Vibrance Premium Pad. And I'm just going to show you the difference in the absorbency and how the traditional pad does not have the strip to help you prevent some of those problems that we discussed earlier. Okay, and so I'm not going to name any products because we're not here to bash anybody. So as you see, there's the plastic, bacteria breeding plastic, There's no air for plastic to breathe. So when you have plastic, close to your body, that's just a breeding ground for bacteria. Okay. So we're gonna stick that one there as exhibit number 1. All right, we're gonna lay it out. And as you can see, that even looks rough with all that stuff on it. That blue stuff in there is what they use to camouflage the fact of the having to dye the material in there. It's not a strip. Just want to clarify that for you. Okay. They don't even claim to have any of the properties that the iron strip. Okay. So, and then this is our paper. It's not plastic. It's paper. Okay. So we're gonna put that there. And then so you can see. Okay. So now you can see the ion far infrared strip in there. Remember, the power is in the strip. Okay. So firstly, we're gonna take this top layer off so we can show you the difference. I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we do that, I wanted to show you the absorbency. So we have 2 cups here, 2 small cups. We'll put those to the side for now. And if you can do close up so they can see that it's the same amount of water in both cups. Okay, and so we're gonna start with this one. And the reason we're starting with this one is because we want to give it more time to absorb. And I'm pouring it slowly so that we can try to get it to absorb. Okay. And if you see, that looks really, really wet. You can see the wetness. And now we're going to pour onto our vibrant pad the same way we poured on top. Okay. I poured a little bit too fast. Don't blame it on the pad. So it's soaking it right up. Okay, so it soaked it right up. Okay, so now I want to get that little spot that I spilled on the table because I don't want you to think that the pad didn't absorb. Okay, so now, so we have the 2 pads. Now we're going to start with ours because it's been shorter a period of time. So I'm going to give that one even more time to soak up the liquid, right? So we put that on. A little pressure, dry. Just that one little spot where I missed. Okay, we're not even going to use the same paper towel. Okay, that goes with that one. I'm going to put that there. Same pressure. You even have to do it. Look at that. Drenched almost. Okay, so with that, this was an extra absorbent pad. That's your extra absorbency. Okay, so we wanted to just show that this does not have the strip. It has this stuff inside. And there's only 1, 2, 3 layers, and that is really, really soaked. Okay. 3 layers, and then the plastic. Okay. So I'm going to go back, and what I'm going to do with this one, so I'm going to roll it up. And then squeeze that water. See that water? All that extra that came out. Let's get that off my hand. Okay. So the reason I did the squeezing is because when you're pressing on your body, that's what's happening. That fluid is coming back out, coming back onto your body,
and going, what I call sloshing, going back in and out of your body. So when it's able to come, enter, and exit like that, you got this bacterial breeding ground going on, okay? So that's why I did the squeeze, to show you that. Okay, and so now we're going to take ours apart. And I wish you could feel how soft it is because of the cotton. It's all cotton blend. And I'm trying to just only get the top layer, because I get excited when I'm doing this and I start pulling all the layers off at one time. Okay, so here we are. This is where the power is. This is the ion infrared, the far infrared magnetic strip. Okay, here's the good thing about this strip. You could just buy just the strip. You put the strip wherever you're pain. If you're having pain on your shoulder, you can put the strip on your shoulder. Just tape it down on your shoulder and leave it there for 72 hours to help you control your pain. Okay, it doesn't have to be your shoulder, anywhere on your body. Ladies, just say it's not that time of the month, but you having some other issues, you can put it here and just tape it down, and it'll help alleviate that pressure. Okay, maybe you're already suffering with fibroids or something like that. Okay, so now with ours, we don't have that stuff. We have the gel. If you can see the gel, I'm going to zoom in on the gel.